took it to 10.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Underdog Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Nolan Skeen, alongside Antonio Fiore, Salestrina. Gentlemen, this is a little different. This is
Hal's not to my left.
It is Underdog Sports Podcast Zoom edition.
From home.
Underdog COVID edition.
Podcast from home.
Exactly. I do have COVID. Yeah, thanks to me. I'm fine, but just to be safe, we wanted to do a Zoom call.
We still love you even with COVID.
Yeah. All right. That's good to know. I still love you guys. All right. So back to the old grind, gentlemen.
One more week.
Last week of the regular season. What do we think?
Crazy games on Sunday. Some insane finishes to some games. It was amazing.
So Drew Marchis is the best receiver ever.
Dude, I felt like I was watching, like it was just big throw after big throw after big catch after big catch. It was stupid. I felt like I was watching the same catch like 3 times in a row where he's like catching it and spinning it around like over somebody.
It was a Madden game. It was literally a Madden game and he had X Factor.
It was like, awesome. That was an awesome game.
It really was an awesome game.
Every second of it.
The end of the game did not make any sense, but they got the win, so it doesn't matter. Yeah,
no, that's true. When they went for it on fourth down the first time, I was like, okay, whatever.
Then they did it again.
After that, I'm like, they get another chance. I'm like, oh my God, we're under a minute. Kick the field goal. Kick the goddamn field goal. And they didn't. And they lucked out again.
Yeah, they drew the penalty.
Still won. So like there was like 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock when they got the ball for that drive. So they're very lucky because I thought that was way too much time and that they were going to score probably too fast and Mahomes will have at least like a minute and a half on the clock. But that wasn't the case.
I mean, that penalty literally won them the game.
Oh, like, it did. Definitely.
Kansas City had 0% chance of winning after that penalty. But that's how it breaks sometimes. I mean, you can't hold an end zone, especially when the game's on the line.
Nope.
Kansas City's defense is bad.
It goes up and down. Some weeks they look good, and some weeks they don't. It's just kind of.
In Cincinnati had like this like swagger about them, and I'm like, dude, where was this like the past like 5 weeks? Like
sometimes you just gotta like.
They have glimpses where they look like the greatest team ever.
I mean, honestly, that's probably like the biggest win for the Bengals in like
20 years,
right? Seriously,
yeah, it keeps them right in the mix there.
Well, they clinched already.
So yeah, I mean, we're all saying like last week, a couple weeks ago, we're all saying, Chiefs are almost like a lock to win the AFC, but now they're not the 1 seed. And now you look at the Titans got the 1 seed, and they probably have Derrick Henry coming back. I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl, but that's scary. And then you get the Bengals in the mix now. Now
I could see
AFC looks like as much of a shit show.
I could see the Titans in the Super Bowl. I really could, but is it going to happen? No, I could.
No way.
They've been there before.
Derrick Henry
is that good.
Are they better when they made that magical run to the AFC Championship game?
I don't think their defense is good enough.
I mean, they're a solid team, and you got to go to Tennessee to beat them. I'm not picking them, but I could see it, I guess.
So you think they still have the 1 seed after this week? You think they end with the 1 seed?
Yeah, they have to beat. Yeah. They have to beat Houston, right?
How hard does Houston make that a close game for no reason?
Yeah, no, I can see it happening. They beat the Chargers a couple weeks ago. A little bit of spoiler going on. It always happens somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this weekend. There's going to be a lot of spiciness going on.
Well, last week of the season shenanigans. It always happens. The Raiders.
The Raiders game.
I talked to you, Antonio, about it the day after Madden passed away. I was like, the Raiders are winning on Sunday. Like, it's just going to happen.
They're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. No, they actually are.
Well, I think they need the Colts to lose. Don't they need the Colts to lose?
Winner goes to the playoffs.
Between the Raiders and the Chargers?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Or the Jaguars can lose and the Chargers and Raiders can end in a tie, and they both make it.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, so here's what could happen. I just found it. So the Colts play the Jaguars, and then the Sunday night game is the Chargers and Raiders. The winner of that game goes to the playoff. Loser gets eliminated. But if the Colts lose, they both can get in with a tie.
Yeah.
So were you just saying that?
I literally just said that.
So like imagine if that happens and then they get to the game, they're like, guys, let's just like end this in a tie.
No, they literally should just like run the ball every time and then just punt. Like just 2-yard run every time, punt, 4th down.
Or just
Back
kneel.
and forth.
just kneel.
Yeah, just kneel.
For
Just
60 straight
Get out
minutes.
there,
That would be insane.
No, I mean Vegas fought hard and they've been doing this all year. You like want to say like they're dead and they're done and they're not.
Mark's having an awesome year, or he had an awesome year.
It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense because you watch them and they're like a gross team. They're not like the flashy team, and then they end up putting like 24 points. They put 24 points on the board or 23 points on the board, and it's like that's enough to win for them. So I don't know how they do it, but they got it done.
They're just collectively not bad on both sides of the ball, and it's been enough to win games.
Now crazy is that they didn't really stop Jonathan Taylor at all either.
Yeah, he got over. It was the first time he got over 100, and the Colts didn't win.
Oh, Taylor.
Mm-hmm. I mean, realistically, the way it'll break, as long as everyone beats who they should. Like if Kansas City takes care of Denver and Tennessee takes care of Houston, then it's gonna come down to Chargers and Raiders, and the winner's gonna probably play the Chiefs. So realistically, like if it's Chargers Chiefs for a third time, it's a way better game than Raiders Chiefs is, though.
I definitely agree.
I mean, the Chiefs murdered them twice.
If it's Raiders Chiefs, it's probably like 50-0. No.
Yeah. Or like 50 to like.
I mean, like I kind of want to see 10. Raiders make the playoffs, like Sal said, because of how much the team's gone through this year. But for football, I think I'd rather see the Chargers win.
I mean, that's not a game. Like the Raiders.
I would much rather see the Chargers play the Chiefs.
Like the Chargers have a actual chance of beating the Chiefs round one.
I should almost just let the Chargers win.
Well, if the Chargers hit the right stride and take down the Chiefs, get hot enough, they could make the Super Bowl. Their quarterback is easily enough.
Chargers?
Yeah.
They definitely could.
With that kind of quarterback, anything can happen if your team gets hot. Raiders,
their team's kind of sneaky. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. I was the AFC is starting to look like quite the shit show when it comes to the playoffs. It really is.
That means it's gonna be. That means it's gonna be another great fucking. Like I don't know. I think the playoffs are gonna be awesome. I think we're gonna get a lot of really good games. If everything shakes out the way we think it will.
I really want to see the Chargers play the Chiefs. That's what I want to see.
But anytime we want to see something, it usually doesn't happen.
I want to see not the Chargers versus the Chiefs. That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah. Especially on Zoom. We know everybody's listening.
Mm-hmm.
You got to say it for the gremlin.
The gremlin's always listening.
Even when we're not on Zoom.
It doesn't matter. Literally everywhere.
All right. What other games we got?
How
about the Antonio Brown thing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was probably the hardest I've ever laughed watching football in my life.
I remember I was sitting there and I was watching the game with my grandfather. We only had it on for like 5 minutes, and it was the middle of the game. And I said, "Is Antonio Brown playing today?" And he goes, "Yeah, he is." 5 minutes later, I hear the announcer go, "So Antonio Brown isn't on the field right now. In fact, he isn't even on the sidelines right now. In fact, he isn't even in uniform." And then it showed the whole freaking thing go down. And I'm just like, what did I just watch? And then you saw the video with from fan that took about the sidelines and
Yeah. That was interesting for sure. Mike Evans tried to stop him.
yeah,
I
he
was
tried
watching
to
Red Zone, dude. I was watching Red Zone, and it was literally out of the blue. They were like, "Oh, and we have this moment from Antonio Brown," and he's just like throwing his hands up in the back of the end zone, like waving down the Jets crowd with no shirt on. It's like, what is going on right now? Like, how is this happening?
Yeah. So, I mean, Antonio Brown doing Antonio Brown things. Are we really that surprised? That was pretty ridiculous, though.
That's crazy even for him.
So apparently the backstory is he was like 55 yards away from a $300,000 bonus. And then like he was getting another $300,000 bonus if he got like 8 more receptions, and then another $300,000 bonus if he got another touchdown. And apparently they were sitting him because they don't want to pay him.
Well,
that.
I've heard the opposite.
Or that's what he thought.
I heard it was an ankle thing that they didn't know about.
So Antonio Brown's claiming that he was like too hurt to go into the game, and they were like, "Get your ass out there, or else like you're not gonna play anymore."
Yeah, but also,
okay. So I heard the opposite of that.
I've heard both.
Because like
they also said that like, or they also kept him on the team, and I think it was Schefter. Someone reported said like it's for liability reasons. Like if they release him, then it's like something medical, and they might have to owe him more money and blah 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 and a whole bunch of other stuff. So
or Bruce Arians wanted him out, and Tom Brady went,
Also, at that point in his career, like if he's really like that, going up about a $300,000 bonus, he's made like millions and millions of dollars every single year. If he needs that $300,000, that's kind of bad, right?
Well, it would have added up to close to $1 million if you add up all of the. It was $300,000 each for each of those goals.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure he would have gotten at least one of those.
I mean, Antonio, if they said
yell
at 7 more ShopRite employees for $1 million, you would yell at 7 more ShopRite employees. Like, it's a simple,
no. Make it like relatable though. Make it like, okay, it would have been like you would do it for like a $200 bonus. Like you would like.
Oh no, I would. But like I'm just saying, like he's got like tens of millions of dollars. If he needs that $300,000, or
Antonio,
like bad news for him, that's not good.
Antonio, you have tens of millions of dollars too. It's not like it's any different.
Yeah, I do. Right.
You and Antonio Brown.
You want some?
Yeah, you have the same name.
I'll take $1 million.
$1 million? Come on. Like
the Bucks call you, they're like, "Yo, you
$500.
want these last few yards and receptions? We'll give you the $1 million."
Could Antonio
I'd do it.
5-yard pass from Tom Brady in the NFL? Is that possible?
I mean, it depends on how open he is. How are your hands?
I mean, I'd trust Tom Brady. I'd catch a ball from Tom Brady. He'd put it in the right spot. He'd make it.
Yeah, but like, how are you?
How about the defenders?
And
against the Jets though.
Well, no, Antonio. God forbid anyone hits you, you're dead. Like,
there is that.
Yeah, because you're like the classic like slot receiver guy. You're going over the middle. You're gonna get your head taken off. You can't win a 1v1 on the outside heading to the pylon. Are you kidding me?
I'd catch the ball and just go down. Like I'd immediately go to the ground.
You'd have to have like a screen pass out of the backfield. Like there needs to be no one within 7 yards.
I get a screen pass.
What do you mean?
If I got a screen pass in the backfield, I would get absolutely cranked.
You're not getting 5
I have to run forward to get my yard.
You're not getting 5 yards on a screen pass.
No, I'm not. Absolutely not.
So what kind of route would you run?
I'm getting negative yards on a screen pass because I see a giant human running after me and I run backwards.
He literally has to run a 5-yard slant and not die somehow.
I gotta go down. Like
as just like a 5-yard cutback. Like it's like 2nd and 5, and you run to the sticks and turn around and just hope for the best.
And just
right
fall
on
down.
the edge of the sideline.
As soon as you catch it, fall down.
Yo, right on the edge of the sideline, you just fall out of bounds.
That too. But the route has to be executed, and I'm not an NFL receiver.
No, you've played enough backyard ball. I think you can handle it.
However, that game was awesome because one last time, Brady got to pull one out of his ass against the Jets. That was
I just love how
so
miserable
great.
the Jets fans look so miserable, and I was like, "There's something peaceful about this." Like,
It's
Did you-
awesome. I love it.
Speaking of his throws, did you see that throw on that touchdown? That was a
Oh, what
laser
an
beam.
amazing throw.
he also drove down the field with like less than a minute left and no timeouts.
With,
Like
no
it
problem.
was-
yards.
He made,
It looked
4
like the
throws,
easiest
no
thing
problem.
ever.
He's
It
like, this is the
literally looked
Jets.
like so
I've done
easy.
this 10 times.
No, it actually looked like the Jets weren't trying.
He waved when he was going back in the locker room, right?
Yeah,
That's amazing. I love Tom Brady. That's so cool. He's like, goodbye,
The
asshole.
ultimate savage.
One more time.
yeah. That's the last time he'll ever play there. You would think.
Well, unless against
Probably.
the Giants, but last time in front of Jets fans, which is kind of big.
Fair.
So he plays next year then? Are we gonna do this again?
Brady, yeah,
Well,
he's coming back.
he's 45 next year.
Yeah.
He's coming back.
If he's 45 next year, I think it's his last year.
Why? Because he's
Yeah.
45.
Because he said I want to play until I'm 45. That's what he said, and that was like 7 years ago.
Well, then everyone's asking him about like, oh, can you play till you're 50? And he's like, yeah, I could play till I'm 50.
He probably could play till he's 50, but it's like, dude, at some point it's gonna stop. Like, I know. I'm
You
not
have
sitting
to
here,
stop at some point, Tom.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm betting against Tom Brady because I would never
Right.
be that stupid.
If they
But,
win it
like-
again this year, maybe he does.
I've
Because
said
then
that
it's like,
so
oh,
many
dude, I just
times,
won
dude.
the game
Dude,
1-2
I-
in a row
I-
and have 8. Yeah, sure. Like, what else?
I said that the last 2 Super Bowls. I said that after the Rams Super Bowl. I was like, he's done after this. Like,
I said
You
that
wanna
after the
s-
Super Bowl too. I said that in 2018,
Yeah, but
and it's
now-
4 years
Sal,
later, and he's
now
doing
he's-
the same thing.
Sal, now he's literally quarterback Wayne Gretzky. Like, he has every single stat record for quarterbacks. Every single one.
yeah,
So,
So what is he gonna come back and do next year? Just like win another one? It's like
just stat pad.
stat
Why not?
pad. He's just gaining ground on everybody else. Like anyone else is gonna catch him.
Like, he can't keep playing at the level that he's been playing at.
No,
it's ridiculous.
I mean even this year he's had
It is,
glimpses
no,
where
it
he
really
doesn't look
is.
good.
But he's going to throw 40 touchdowns this year. What if he has a down year next year and throws 26 touchdowns as a 45-year-old? Who cares? That's still pretty good.
Yeah,
He's
No,
thrown
you're not.
26 touchdowns in like a regular season before with the Pats.
yeah. No,
I
I'm
just
not-
don't. I don't think people want to see him whittle out though. I think people want to see him.
No,
go out
I
on
understand
top.
that.
My whole thing is just like, what is he doesn't want to be mediocre. He's Tom Brady. Like,
Yeah, you
I-
heard what he
he
said.
doesn't
He's
wanna
like
be-
he would be scared to sit on the couch and watch Monday Night Football and be like, man, these guys suck. Like I could do way better. And right now he can. So that's just how
Yeah.
it is. I don't know. I think he's back next year. I'm just gonna. You know what?
Hey,
I've always said. I've always said if he wins this year, he'll retire. I said that when they lost to the Titans. I'm a fucking idiot. So now I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Just play till whenever. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it
But
was
you're
ridiculous.
60, I don't
that he
care.
won. It was ridiculous that he won last year, but like if they win again this year, like that's ridiculous.
I really would be. I don't say this about Tom Brady, but I would be shocked if the Buccaneers won this year.
Yeah, especially with all that they've had to come over or get over in this last few weeks. I mean,
Like, who
They're
are
a
they
little banged
throwing
up.
to at this point? Like Mike Evans, yeah, but like Gronk is getting old quick.
Gronk, I feel like has been the only one that's been consistent, which is the weird thing.
It's not a bad
He's
year.
been consistent, but he's moving slow. Like if you see him, he's just
Oh,
not
yeah.
moving this.
Oh, yeah.
But he gets open somehow, some way.
We'll see what happens with them. They probably have to play the Eagles.
So what happens to
one.
Antonio Brown now? Is he just going to be a rapper or something?
He's done. No, he's done. He's not playing anymore.
Is he going to be a rapper?
Hit to the Palace. Anyone listen to him?
I didn't listen to
What?
it. No,
So good.
he put out a
Antonio
song. Antonio.
Brown?
He's put out albums before, but he put out a song the night of like when everything happened.
Literally the night of, like 6
Oh,
hours later.
I heard about I guess the Uber driver that drove him back from the stadium. I guess he said that when Antonio Brown got in the car, it was the happiest person he had ever seen. Like he described it like this man just had a child or something.
He is a product of chaos. He's like the Joker almost.
Is he Kanye?
Yeah, no, he's bipolar. CTE has not been nice to him.
Yeah, Vonta's perfect. We're just kind of go out on the field and try to kill people.
Yeah, no. If he had to sue anybody, Vontaze Burfict should be number one.
Well, yeah, and I'm not blaming only that, but if you look at the timeline of situations in that like play, it kind of lines up.
He started to take a turn for the worse after that.
That's like 60% of the reason why he acts like the way he does was that.
Yeah,
he literally. Imagine what would happen if one of us tried to take that hit.
All right.
We'd be dead. We'd literally be dead.
We'd be in the hospital. We probably wouldn't be able to, move our arms and legs for the rest of our life.
You'd be a vegetable. Literally. You literally would be.
Dead.
And he was fine 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But now he's suffering the long-term effects.
Let's see. Anything else from last week? The Patriots
Cowboys
put up 50 on the Jags.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Lost.
Isn't it amazing that the Patriots, like, I just saw, like, before the game started, I'm watching that, and I'm like, these two teams were just here in the AFC Championship, like, 2 or 3 years ago. And now, look at these teams, especially the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Is it time to say Trevor Lawrence is bad?
No, that's one year pass.
All right.
The Jaguars are that bad.
Hasn't he like not thrown a touchdown since like October?
Probably not.
Oh,
I don't think he has. I don't think he's thrown a touchdown.
Really bad. That's really bad.
Unless did he throw one in this game? Because maybe I saw that. Oh, he did throw one in this game.
I was gonna say I don't know if that's true.
That was his first one, I think, since a long time ago.
But yeah, that was just a team of chaos this year. So
we'll give him a pass, but we're watching you, Trevor.
Obviously, Urban's coaching staff.
Yeah,
it isn't gonna be his best developmental. Well, he gets a new coaching staff next year now, so there's that.
Let's see. The Rams won a close one against Baltimore.
Yeah, 2-minute drill.
Tyler Huntley's pretty good.
They came back and won that game. I'm watching that game, and I'm like, if the Rams are really serious this year, they have to pull this one out. They really do, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
Odell had an awesome fourth down conversion catch, and then he brought it in the end zone.
Stafford games in a row now.
Stafford looked pretty poor in the first half.
Oh, I was going to say he looked like shit in the beginning of the game. 3 terrible turnovers, horrible, and then the last 5 minutes of the game, I was like, all right, let's go.
I could see a very good first or second round matchup with them in San Francisco. I really see that in the future.
I agree. It'll be a fun game. It'll be a good matchup.
But San Francisco needs something to go their way this week, I think.
Do they know?
I don't know. I think they've put themselves in a really good position.
Well, if the Saints win and they lose, are the Saints in?
Well, actually, no. The San Fran's playing the Rams, so that's
so if the 49ers lose and the Saints win, then the Saints are in.
That's stupid. Fuck the Saints. I don't want to see them in there. I feel like we're going to see at least one gross team get in. Like, is it going to be the Saints or the Raiders? Like, who's getting their ass beat?
Yeah, no, you're actually
you're
Antonio.
So
you're really right about that. One of them is getting.
Like, we can't get everything we want, right? And I'm going to be really disappointed if San Francisco doesn't make it.
Are the Rams trying this week? Yeah, they want the division title.
Because now that Arizona beat the Cowboys, made it interesting.
So Arizona then they beat.
I think if Arizona wins and the Rams lose, Arizona
the Rams
wins.
First time around, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
No, the Rams beat Arizona the first time.
Nah, so like you said, the Rams are going for the division, but wait. Oh, never mind. Cardinals are 4-1 in division, and the Rams are 3-2. So if the Rams lose, Cardinals win the division.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're gonna try.
So do the Rams lose and
The Cardinals are
Arizona
playing the
wins?
Maybe.
That way San Fran has a shot.
San Fran?
I mean, every team in the NFC, actually, every team in the NFC would rather play the Saints than they would the 49ers. Like, so I mean, I don't know if the Rams didn't knock them out this week. I don't know why they want to try to
knock them out.
Out in a boot. Nolan, what are you doing? Writing in your diary?
No, I'm looking at like the matchups.
You're a matchup.
Are we done with last week? Or do we still have stuff?
Shut
up. Well, Arizona beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think we all liked Arizona, actually.
We did.
Philly won a tough game to keep themselves in the wild card against Washington.
They looked pretty bad, and then all of a sudden they flipped the switch.
I feel like that's been the story on them.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay beat the fuck out of Minnesota. I don't think there was any surprise after Kirk got COVID. So. And then Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Yeah, Ben was free. That was like just ridiculous.
That was the freest game I think ever.
That line was really, 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 really bad.
That was just mine on. I can't believe I was allowed to bet
at -1.
Baker favored by more than a field goal in Heinz Field with Ben Roethlisberger's last game. Like,
I can't believe it. Like, it wasn't illegal for me to bet that. That's.
It used to be a couple months ago.
You're right.
Can I update the people on our records here?
Our records for what?
Pick 3.
I mean, we haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I was trying to do pick 3 and total record before we started.
I mean, we haven't gotten to pick 3 yet. We're talking about next week.
Yeah, I was going to do like overall record, like for all of our picks, and then pick 3.
If you want to do overall record, yeah. You normally do that before we do pick 3. That's why I'm throwing.
Oh, sorry. Well, I am 117, 107, and 3. I'm a little excited. Antonio's 103, 96, and 3. Nolan, you're 112, 109, and 3. We're all above 500 right now, which hasn't happened since this week. So first time all year.
That's true. And overall records.
Good job.
That is our overall records. Last week you went 10-5-1. I went 7-8-1. Antonio went 9-6-1.
Wow. Look at us, huh?
Look at us. I haven't been week in so long.
I'll wait on pick 3, right? But just wanted to give the overall at least.
All right. Week 18. The first week 18 in NFL history.
2 Saturday.
With 2 Saturday games. First one, KC and Denver. Denver is a 10-point underdog. What do we think?
Kansas City by 1 million.
I like that. I think Kansas City's on a roll right now.
Then coming off a loss, yeah. Kansas City's probably going to beat them by a lot of points. Going into the playoffs, they need a game like that.
I don't like to pick the Chiefs either, but Kansas City, I love them in the stadium.
And they're in Denver.
Yeah, coming off a loss has a lot to do with it for me because I was hesitant to take the Broncos because I see maybe them, playing a close game at the end of the year. They were a solid team this year, but
Vic Fangio sucks. He's gone after the season. They don't care anymore. Chiefs are playing for something. Chiefs by 24 plus.
Yeah.
All right. Round of Chiefs. First game, we always agree. Next game, we got Dallas and Philly. Philly is a 7-point underdog.
Philly.
Yeah. I'm all over Philly this game.
Fly Eagles fly.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you say Cowgirls suck. Cowgirls suck.
South. So they're going farther than the Cowboys.
I agree.
Oh, they might play each other the first round, actually. That's a chance.
Oh my god, the Eagles would kill them.
Alexa,
In
go
Dallas,
home.
the Eagles would absolutely smoke them.
Did
That's
you guys hear my
crazy.
thing go off? That was crazy.
No.
I don't even know what I said.
No,
That sounded
Isn't
like
it that's got to think like this deck, like, because obviously these Cowboys teams, like, they're good, right? I feel like at some point in this like Dak generation, they are going to go on like some kind of run to like an NFC Championship and lose there, and then then they're done. Then they're not doing
it's
anything.
happening this year.
Not this year.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you say, Nolan?
It's happening
I
this
don't think
year.
it was this year. Well,
I get this weird gut feeling that like maybe, but like I've seen them play like the past couple weeks, and it's kind of gross. And Trayvon Diggs, like despite having a shit ton of interceptions, also gives up a shit ton of yards. If he's not pick sixing, he's giving up 6.
I don't know. I think their defense has come around.
No. It definitely has. They have some great interior players. They can really get after the quarterback, but they're weird.
I don't know, but this game doesn't really mean anything though. The Eagles already have a wild card, and Dallas really isn't playing for anything.
Eagles.
All right, I'll take the Eagles then. Only because this game is literally meaningless.
We agree on the Saturday games.
All right, 1:00 on Sunday. We have Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Baltimore is -5.5.
I feel very strongly about this game, and Baltimore is going to hit the crap out of them.
You think so?
I think Pittsburgh played their Super Bowl last week, and Ben's going to look about it as bad as he has all season. And I don't know that they score more than 7 points against this team. Also, I said the lock of the week last week was Atlanta's team total under 14.5, and they scored 15.
It's the most Sal thing ever.
The Bills were my 14.5, won by 14. I'll throw that out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I love
We're in pools that we need to win, but
and
Ravens.
Lamar should be playing, right? Or
yeah, he is.
oh yeah,
right.
They're covering that line.
I also like Baltimore -5.5.
God.
Yeah, this is not on a good start.
Oh, shit.
All right, Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cleveland is a minus. Wait a minute. Cleveland is -6 right now.
Joe Burrow's not playing.
Okay. I knew there had to be a reason.
Baker's also not playing. I think I read that somewhere.
Let me see.
Browns won by 10. 20-10.
6
Yeah, it's
is
a
a
battle
lot.
battle of the backups.
Oh, I like Case Keenum though. Give me the Browns. Give me the Browns.
The Brands.
Who's Cincinnati's backup? Do we know?
Is it the guy from Central?
Hold on. Roster.
Guy from
Deledra?
Central.
He literally is one of the backups for the Bengals.
Hold on. Brandon Allen.
Oh, ew.
So close.
That's really bad.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati wins. 6 points is a lot
Wow.
for two
Fair enough.
backups. I mean, they may not win, but I think they cover that 6. That's just a lot of points to me. All right. Now we have Green Bay at Detroit. Detroit is a 4-point underdog. Only 4
Detroit.
points. So does that tell me that Green Bay is sitting down their starters, maybe?
Well, Mr. Aaron Rodgers said on Pat McAfee show that he anticipates on playing at least for a little bit. So,
I still think they cover.
I mean, they're going to spot their second unit with like 10 or 14 points probably. So, I don't know. I'll take the Packers, I guess.
4 points is a bit of a steal now, no? At this moment in time.
Oh, with the Packers?
Yeah.
I would take.
I don't know if Steele is right because I don't know how long they play. They might only play for like 2 series and then skedaddle.
Skadeedle.
I mean, it is Detroit, though. I mean, Detroit has played hard all season.
I mean, just Detroit even want to win this game. You got to think about that too. Honestly.
Well, it's them and Jacksonville. But they're ahead of Jacksonville right now.
No, I don't think so.
Jacksonville's 2-14.
Well, that's kind of what I meant. I would say like the Jags have the number 1 pick next year, right now.
Well, they don't.
So, yeah, they have a worse record than the Lions.
Yeah, the Jags have the number 1, and Detroit.
Yeah,
that's right.
You just said no.
What are you? Next
All
game.
right, so I'm gonna take Green Bay -4.
Yes. Wow.
All right. Then we got Tennessee at Houston. Houston is a 10-point underdog.
Ew, Tennessee next.
What do you think, Antonio? Are we doing round of Tennessee on this?
Oh, come on.
What?
You're taking the what are we like the same teams this week?
I just took Cincinnati. You both took Cleveland. All right, next. Tennessee, round of Tennessee.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I do like Tennessee.
Colts at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's plus 15.5.
Oh, I know your stat. Is it this game?
Yeah.
The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014.
Colts are gonna play like shit to win.
I'll take to the Jags.
Me
I like
too.
the Jags plus the points.
Wait, you're taking Jacksonville too, Antonio?
Yeah.
All right. Next game. We have Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota is -3.5.
This is definitely a pick 3 for me. Chicago. This is one of those like Matt Nagy and the Bears win like their last like 5 out of 6. Everyone's like, oh, maybe they should keep Matt Nagy. Oh, maybe Matt Nagy's not as bad as they think. Oh. No,
Matt Nagy is so bad.
The Vikings
are winning this. The Bears are winning this game.
The Vikings are playing so bad right now. They suck. They're gonna lose. So that's obviously.
I'm gonna take Minnesota. I think Minnesota might fuck them up. I think Minnesota might win by like 25.
Bears
this might be
outright.
This might be a game that Minnesota scores like 35 points. All right, next game. An NFC East showdown. Washington at New York Giants. Giants are +7.
You can't pick the Giants.
That's why I'm picking the Giants.
They've shown you in the past like 8 weeks you can't pick them because they don't get out of double digits.
Giants.
Last week, what were we saying about? I mean, obviously I'm taking Washington, but what were we saying last week with the Bears? It was like, oh, it's the 2 teams that can't score, so it's going to be a lock under, and it's going to be like what did I say, 5-2 or some shit, right? They got their asses beat, and Mike Glennon threw for 10 yards. I hate Mike Glennon. So like, it sucks.
I'm taking Washington. Taylor Heineke -7.
Next.
All right. New Orleans at Atlanta. Atlanta is +4.5.
Atlanta.
ATL.
Atlanta. The Saints are losing this game. This is gonna be one of the ones that they fart.
This one has a smell on it, just like a smelly.
Started off like shit, and that sucks for them because they finished kind of strong. They had a good second half of the year.
They're not letting Taysom Hill get in a playoff game. I'm sorry.
The over-under is 40 in this game.
Matt Ryan playing in the last game of the year. Nothing. Sure, give me that. He'll throw like 3 touchdowns. I could see Matt Ryan having a damn good game.
Of course he will. Last game of the season, he'll be like, yeah, Matt Ryan. I throw 30 touchdowns a year somehow. I'm good.
Is he going to have 30 this year?
I was an MVP.
Oh, he is 19. He's 19 and 11.
Ew, are you shitting me? He has 11 touchdowns Sunday.
Yeah. Compared to Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is 14 and Matt Ryan is 19.
Ew.
So like I said, he probably has a huge
Jameis
game.
Winston has 14. He hasn't played for like.
He's got 3,707. Sorry. 3,752 passing yards for Matt Ryan in the year. He's got a big game. He gets to 4,000. He throws a few touchdowns, and they beat the Saints by a touchdown or two.
Love it.
All right. I love all of that. Next game. I'm really excited about this game. It is the New York Jets in Buffalo. Buffalo's minus 16. If you couldn't tell by my sarcasm, I'm really not excited. This game sucks. Give me Buffalo.
Give me Buffalo.
Jets money line.
Why? So why?
Because they beat him when the Bills were trying to get in the playoffs a few years ago. The last
Jets money line.
So ready? J E T S. Suck.
Oh fuck.
Now they get their asses beat. They always do. Sorry. Bills.
Plus 16?
Bills have covered, besides last week, by not covering by a half a point. They've covered most of their big lines this year.
Yeah, Buffalo has.
Not happening. This is a pick 3.
All right. And the classic showdown every last week in the NFL, New England at Miami. Miami is plus 6.5.
At home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Miami, I think, still has a shot to get that other wild card. No, or is that out the window?
I think they're dead. They're murked.
Interesting.
I like the Patriots in this game. Sorry.
I like the Patriots to win. I don't know if they win by a touchdown. That's a lot. I say this every week about them. All right, Patriots win by a touchdown. That's what I'm
excited about the Dolphins. I was gonna say they probably.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins would need a miracle.
I think no one's right. They might be dead.
They might be eliminated.
Elimination.
Because I think even if the Colts lose and the Steelers lose, the Chargers and Raiders play each other. So
yeah, it's tough.
So I think that they're out. But why did the Patriots always find a way to lose to the Dolphins at the end of the year? Does it happen again?
Well, the Patriots are already in, right? They can't get out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in.
So what? I mean, yeah,
doesn't matter.
There's no pressure on them.
It's not like before when they were playing for a 1 seed. They're not.
Yeah,
that's how they would get screwed with that last game of the year is going for a 1 seed.
The only thing that is the Buffalo game on at 1 or 4?
They're both 425.
They're smart for that. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that they're maybe playing for is a division title.
So, yeah. So if your prediction's right, Sal, and the Jets win, the Patriots have a lot to play for.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots here. I can't see them losing to Miami twice in 1 year.
Have the Jets, two things. Have the Jets not been frisky lately? And do the Jets not love winning meaningless December and January football games?
Yeah,
they're notorious for that.
Remember their win total?
Was it 6?
Yeah.
Do they have 4 5? Wins.
No, they have 4.
Damn it.
It would have been funny, though.
Do I have a lazy eye?
Me?
Oh,
I do really bad.
No, Sal does, but no, you don't.
I haven't seen it.
Sal's had the most lazy eye.
I have the most lazy eye. It's ridiculous.
All right, next game. Another interesting one. Carolina at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is -8.
Tampa Bay.
What do we think, Sal? You look puzzled.
I don't know. I hate this game.
That's why I just kind of run the shit out of the ball in this game. I may try to.
I guess Tampa.
8's a lot of points, though. I feel like Carolina hasn't done anything since
it's a good line. was a really good line.
Is it though? Is everyone
Actually,
not
since
taking Tampa Bay?
since the Patriots beat the shit out of Carolina, I don't think Carolina's done anything since.
So, nah. The beginning of the year, I was saying the Panthers were my team. They were not this year after
Nope.
week 5. But I'm going to take them this week.
I'm switching. I'm going to Carolina.
I'm taking Tampa. I don't think they do. They sit anybody or no?
Tampa Bay?
Yeah, they might.
They're probably still playing for some sort of seeding. Yeah, they are because they're tied with the Rams.
So what are they trying to fight for that second or third
The Rams
seed?
lost.
I mean, they don't really care either way. They did a home jam. I mean, I guess they do care. Just like the second round, they'll play a home jam, but
they're either a 2 or 3 right now.
All right.
They will
next is the. There's a lot of 4:00 games this week.
Never mind. I was gonna say all the games are on Sunday, but that's not true.
There are 6 4:00 games.
My God.
Actually, they're all 4:25, which is smart. It's Seattle at Arizona. Arizona's -6.5.
Seattle.
Yeah, the Seattle wants to play a big
Arizona.
game.
Arizona's
Hey, how many times has Arizona played spoiler to Seattle?
And it's Russ's last game with Seattle, most likely.
Good point.
I don't think so.
Yes, I stand with Seattle.
Arizona.
Seattle.
-6.5. Arizona's gonna beat the shit out of them. Last 4:00 game. San Fran at LA. The Rams are -4.5.
San Francisco money line.
Yeah. I'm with Sal on this one.
Los Angeles. Rams.
The Rams
of Los Angeles.
I don't know. I feel like, geez, this is going to be a really good game. Wasn't there like a really good game between the Rams and San Fran like a year or two ago? Like towards the end of the year?
Wasn't there one this year?
Was there?
Did they beat them this year? San Francisco?
I don't know about that.
San Bisco?
Rams Van Disco.
Mm.
They're 1-4 in the division. Who did they beat? They must have beat the Seahawks.
Who?
San Fran.
They're 1-4. Oh yeah, they are 1-4 in the division. That's how
I know they lost to Seattle one time.
Let's see.
Seattle. And they played them twice already.
Wow.
I don't know where
they did beat the Rams. They beat them 31-10 though. They beat them 31-10.
Oh, that's the only one. That was when the Rams were playing like shit. That's right. So that's
they kicked their ass.
That's San Francisco's only Division 1.
Wow, they lost to Seattle twice.
I don't care.
That doesn't change your mind at all, Sal?
San Fran. Money line.
I also like San Fran. And Antonio likes the Rams. So moving on. Last game. The last game of the regular season in 2021-2022. The Chargers at Las Vegas. Vegas is +3 at home.
Shaders.
You're taking the Chargers? I'm taking the Chargers.
This is gonna be a 1-point game.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is this the Nugget, Sal? Is this the Nugget?
This is 28. This is like 28-27 or something like that.
Ooh. What do we think about overtime in this game?
Probably, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, but
Vegas has gone to overtime. I think haven't they gone to overtime like twice this year?
I honestly think it's been like 3 or even 4, maybe.
I'll take the
Vegas?
points.
Yeah.
I'll take the points.
It all comes down to me.
What do you have, Sal?
I don't know yet.
Oh, did no one say something?
Nolan said he has Chargers, so I have to
They've-
break this tie.
The Raiders have gone to overtime twice in the first game of the season, and then on Thanksgiving against Dallas.
I am going
Not
to
sure.
take. I am going to take the.
You took San Francisco, and we said both San Francisco and what's this?
I'm
The
going to
Chargers
take.
aren't
I'm
there
going
yet.
to take the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
Oh,
The
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Yeah, Sal, you do have to pick them one last time of the year. You do.
I do at home. First home game since the passing of Mr. John Madden. Sure, there'll be a nice tribute to him before the jam.
And side note, the Chargers have gone to overtime once this year. So 3 times combined for these two teams.
So the jam's going to overtime, and somehow
We lost that
the.
Chiefs in that OT game. It's a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
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 All right. Pick 3, gentlemen.
Records.
What are the records, Sal? Let us know.
Me and Nolan are tied. We both have 23 wins, 21 losses, and 1 push. Because I went 2-0-1 push last week. Nolan went 2-1. So we're both tied. And Antonio went 22, or Antonio is 22-1. And he went 2-1 last week.
All right. Well, better not.
We're all within 1 game of the win.
All right. So who goes first?
Anyone want to go first?
I will.
All right.
So I have the Browns +6 against the Bengals.
Nice.
Next up, I really like the Falcons. And I have them +4.5. I don't think.
Hold on. Are the Browns -6?
The Browns
Yes.
are -6.
You said +6.
My bad. Yeah.
All right. Browns
I do like
-6.
I do like the Browns like that game. My bad. That
Then
was weird.
Falcons +4.5.
Yeah, I love the Falcons +4.5. You can get the money line too, and you're probably fine. If
Wow.
I'm being humbly honest. And the Jaguars +15.5. I like that. I like them to play a decent game the last game of the year.
All right. Sal, you want me to go?
Go.
All right. Number 1. I'm with Antonio. Jacksonville +15.5. Once I saw that stat, I just had to go for it. Usually I leave those for Sal, but I'm taking this one. I think they play it close against the Colts. Number 2, Arizona -6.5. I think they pound Seattle. I think this is like a 37-17 game or something like that. And then lastly, I think Sal has this one too. San Fran +4.5. I think they win that game. And I think they win and Arizona wins. So Arizona might jump to the would that be they win the West or the NFC West.
Yeah, they would get the 3 seed because they beat the Cowboys.
And it would bump the Rams to a wild card if Tampa wins, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would just be a wild card.
No matter what,
regardless.
they would go to wild card spot, regardless of Tampa.
That's what I got.
All right.
Sal.
I have the Baltimore Ravens -5.5 points because they're going to kick the shit out of the Steelers. I have the Jets money line, but I'll take the 16 points as well.
Got it.
That's pick number 2. Pick number 3, I've literally no idea. And I do this every time. And I don't even do this as a joke. I literally don't do this as a joke.
I never thought you did it as a joke.
Got the Giants.
I still don't even know. I like San Francisco, but like, I don't know. LA can easily slap the fuck out of them. I make it the last game of the season. Vegas +3.
I like that.
That'll come down to it.
All right, gents.
Let's go.
Heading into the playoffs.
Damn.
One
Next
more
time we
week
talk,
and
we'll be
then
getting ready for week 1 of the playoffs.
where Antonio wins lots of money.
I was gonna say it's money time.
That is money time.
If you give out any losers on the podcast, then you owe all of our listeners like what they bet.
$3,000.
Literally what they bet. So if they bet $3 million, you owe them
No,
$3 million.
double what they bet.
All right.
All the 20 listeners that we have. That's still a lot of
Actually,
money.
we have
You heard
two.
it here.
We have 2 million listeners.
2 million?
2 million. I just checked.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
updated. You just gotta you gotta refresh it. But you'll see. it.
I'm an idiot. All right,
Go
gentlemen.
Packers.
No, fuck the Packers.
Go football.
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, they're winning the
Yep.
Super Bowl.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're not.
We're not doing this again. Goodbye.